Hello everyone, so today we're going to be doing my December manga haul. There is a ton of stuff in this haul. The Right Stuf holiday sale definitely got me. I thought I was going to get through this holiday sale without buying anything, but that didn't happen. So this time we're going to start with the new stuff I got, then go into some hardcover manga since I got a lot of hardcovers this month, and then we'll go to continuing series. So the first volume I want to show you is actually the Secret Santa gift I received from my Secret Santa. So I got Something's Wrong with This, Volume 1. This was from Meet the Weeb Family Mom. And I was very happy when I opened this because this is one I've had on my radar for a while. I just wasn't sure if I was going to like it because it does have a little bit of romance, I think. But I did want to check it out eventually, and so now I have the opportunity to. And right after I received this, I saw that Right Stuf had the rest of the series on sale, or most of the volumes. So I went ahead and bought them all. So I have Volume 1 here, which was sent to me. Then we have Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9, and Volume 10. So these are all the volumes that were on the Right Stuf sale. I think there's one more out at least, or two. But I'm going to wait. I feel like 10 volumes is enough for me to read all at once and then see if I like it enough to keep buying it. But thanks again to Weeb Family Mom for sending me that first volume. I'm very excited to read it. Also, thanks to Prof Otaku and Elite Collector for hosting the second annual MangaTube Secret Santa. Next, also from the Right Stuf sale, I have Seraphim, Lots of Numbers, Wings. This is by Satoshi Kon. It's the only English volume of Satoshi Kon's that I don't have, I think. So when I saw this one was on sale, I decided to just pick it up just for completionist's sake. I don't know what this is about, except I think it's angels, judging from the title and the cover. Next, this one has an interesting story. So I got Omnibus 1, Omnibus 2, and the future volume of Orange. I used to own these first two Omnibus volumes, but I unhauled it after I read it because it was pretty good, but not something I thought I would reread. But then a couple years ago, I think this future volume came out and I wanted to read it, but I didn't feel like I should because I had already unhauled the other volumes. And now there's going to be another final volume, I believe. So I went ahead and just picked this up again during the Right Stuf sale. However, the copies that Right Stuf sent me, I'm sure that's just what they had in stock, what they were sent from 7 Seas, but they were so stiff, they were borderline unreadable, and I instantly hated them. The paper that they use is this like bright white paper that you'd normally see in like a collector's edition. So some people may think that this is a higher quality release, but that thick paper does not work in these cheap paperbacks like this. It is way too stiff. It makes the spine super easy to break, and I just can't handle that. So I went on Mercari and I ordered these volumes as basically replacement volumes, pretty much for the same price I got the Right Stuf volumes from. So yeah, now I have this series again in my collection. This is the second time I have rebought a manga that I previously unhauled. The first one was Happiness by Shuzo Oshimi. But anyway, we'll see if my thoughts have changed on this series. I think they might, now that it's been a few years since I read it. But we'll see. I'm happy to have it in my collection again. Next, we have another manga that I wasn't sure I was going to buy just because I've heard mixed reviews about the series. But again, the Right Stuf sale struck and I bought it because it was all there in stock. I just went ahead and picked it up. So I have Sensei's Pious Lie, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. I really like this release by Vertical. These volumes look really nice on the shelves especially. I've heard this manga is very dark and tackles a lot of sensitive topics, but I do want to read it even if it's just to see what everyone else is talking about. Then I have another completed series. This one I got off of Manga Swap for pretty cheap. I've heard very few things about it, but the things I have heard have been positive. So that is Limit, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. I believe this is like a zombie survival manga, so that's why I picked it up. Also, I really like these tiny volumes from Vertical. I don't know why, but they're really cute. But this should be a really quick read once I get to it, which is why I don't mind the impulse buy here. So next we have some hardcovers. This is from the Fantagraphics Black Friday sale they had going on their website. So I went ahead and bought all of this creator's works that were available. There's one other volume that has been printed, but I think right now it's out of stock. I'm not sure when or if it's going to be reprinted. But I bought all the ones available. So the creator is Moto Hagio. So I have A Drunken Dream and Other Stories, which I believe is a short story collection just from the title. Next we have Otherworld Barbara, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which from the back seems to be some paranormal science fiction stories. And then we have the series by her, which I feel like has gotten the most buzz recently, and that is the Poe Clan. So we have Volume 1 and Volume 2. This, I think, is about vampires, which for some reason I really like reading vampire manga, so I'm very happy to have these volumes. They're so big you can't really see them in the frame. But yeah, I'm really excited to have these. I don't know where I'm going to put them right now because I really don't have a lot of space for hardcovers, but I'll figure it out. And hopefully the last volume, I think it's the last volume by Moto Hagio that I need. That's The Heart of Thomas. Hopefully that one is reprinted and more easily available pretty soon here. And then the last of these giant hardcovers is an art book, and that is the Color Walk Compendium 3 from One Piece. Again, you can't even see it in the frame, but here it is. It's huge. We haven't gotten one of these since 2019. I also believe the first one has been out of stock for a while. I'm not sure though, I bought it when it came out, so. But anyway, I'm always happy to have more One Piece stuff. Unfortunately, these giant books don't fit on my One Piece shrine as it is right now. I might have to do some rearranging to see if I can fit them there. But for now, they exist with my art book collection. Next, we'll continue with more of my normal-sized hardcovers. So first is The Spoke Rohan Kishibe Volume 2. More Rohan antics going on here, I assume. I haven't read the first volume, but I've been in a JoJo mood right now. I've been watching part 6 and enjoying it quite a lot. So maybe I'll read these after I finish that. We'll see. Next we have Orochi Volume 3, another volume I want to read before the end of the year. I'm not sure if it's going to happen though. I kind of want to spend these last few weeks of the year catching up on a series that I fell behind on, like Orochi. I did really enjoy the first 2 volumes of this though, so we'll see if I like this one just as much. Next we have For the Kid I Saw in My Dreams. I think I saw that this recently ended in Japan. I think it's at 10 or 11 volumes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So once those volumes are out in English, I'll read this series in its entirety. Lastly, for the hardcover manga, we have Tales of the Kingdom Volume 2. I've heard good things about the second volume. The first volume was interesting, so I'm excited to see how it develops in this volume. So the rest of this video will be pre-orders and other stuff I've been collecting throughout the year. First, we have some more volumes of Dead Man Wonderland. We have Volume 5, Volume 11, and Volume 12. So the only volume I'm missing now is Volume 10. So next we'll kind of just go rapid fire through all the pre-orders I got this month. The first one being Sakamoto Days Volume 5 with this great cover. Everyone's saying that. I don't need to say it, but it's true. Then we have The Girl from the Other Side Volume 12. This is a collection of side stories. Next we have Adam the Beginning Volume 2. Haven't read the first volume yet. I'll read it eventually. And we have The Case Files of Julia Richard Volume 4. These volumes are coming out very quickly. 7 Seas must be pushing this a lot. Next we have some BL volumes. So this is Seaside Stranger Volume 5. Have not read any of this yet either, but I'll get to it. And also I Cannot Reach You Volume 5, another BL. This one has some beautiful covers. And more pre-orders this time, a couple of sports manga. So we have Run on Your New Legs Volume 3. I really like this cover as well. Just 2 more volumes of this before it's completed, and then I'll read the whole thing. And we have Sayonara Football Volume 14. 2 more volumes of this as well, and then we'll have the entire series. I have read this entire series though, and I love it a lot. Next we have Blue Lock Volume 4 with another very colorful cover. I like how neon these covers are. Next we have Alice in Borderland Volume 4. I read the first volume of this and I really want to continue reading, but I know the cliffhangers will just really bother me. I also got Volume 9 of Inside Mari. This is a final volume. It's taken forever to come out, but we finally have the entire series. This is my favorite Shuzo Oshimi work. All of his works have their strengths and their weaknesses, but they all have really great art, and this one is no exception. Obviously, you can see this beautiful cover. But out of all the Shuzo Oshimi works I've read so far, this one had the most interesting themes for me, so that's why it's my favorite. Then I have Kageki Shoujo Volume 7. This is an acting manga. I've read the prequel series or volume. I really enjoyed that. I haven't read this sequel series yet. But I feel like the English releases are really slow, and they're also pretty far behind the Japanese releases, I believe. I think they're in Volume 13 in Japan. But I'll keep collecting these as they come out, and hopefully I read this pretty soon in the new year. And then the final volume in this month's haul is No Guns Life Volume 13. This is the final volume of this science fiction action manga. So now I can read the whole thing and give my opinion on it because I haven't read any of it yet. But yeah, if you've read it, let me know what you think of it because I haven't seen too many people talking about this manga. But yeah, that's going to be all the manga I bought this month. Hopefully January's haul is not as big as this because I need to catch up with my TBR a little bit. It was going really well with the buying ban, but now I've kind of bought too much, so I need to calm down. Anyway, if you've read any of these series that I mentioned today, let me know your thoughts on those down in the comments. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!